everybody out there. How y'all doing tonight? It's Thursday, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. So that means it's time for the oops. It's time for the No Name Night Show. Oh man, we already messing up already. Oops. Play back from my cell phone. I'm done.
Um, Charmaine.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Let me turn that mic down a little bit. Level's a little too loud. I hope everybody had a good week so far this week. Friday Eve. Getting ready for the weekend. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend and everything like that. Everybody stay safe. Everybody remember what the holiday was for, and I want to hear some new stories about the grill. Y'all need to hit me up in my inbox and show me some pictures of them ribs, them salmon patty, not patty, salmon fillets.
I just say do seven patties on the grill.
Nah, you well, with
Some people.
yeah, you salmon on the sa- salmon on the grill, salmon patties, all that good stuff. Uh, but yeah, it's Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? So I know we up against game one of the NBA Finals about to start here in about 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Go Heat. Hope the Heat do be able to do something and take them boys out and go ahead and bring the chip back to Florida like it was a couple years ago. I think what last time it was 2013, I believe, or was it 2014? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been about 10 years. Yeah, 10 years since we brought a chip back home. Yeah, so we're gonna get caught up on current events and get into the topics of the day, and we'll go. Excuse me. We'll go wherever the show goes to tonight, and don't be afraid to hop in and join the conversation, be part of the conversation. The link is posted below. The link is in the chat box if you want to jump into the conversation and us tonight oops, join us tonight on the No Name Night Show and see uh and there we go, then we'll see how everybody oh Lord, give me 1 second, I got my phone. It's trying to talk. Playback. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, uh we're just gonna get into it and start the show and get ready to rock. Hope everybody, like I said, hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Today's the first of the month. We halfway through the year already. Can you believe that? The year is almost gone. We there's what we in the Gemini's, right? Gemini's from what, the 22nd to what, the 13th of June, the 22nd of May to the 13th of June, something like that.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just know that I'm one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. That's what's up. That's what's up, and everything like that. So let's jump into these topics for tonight. Tonight we're gonna start our our new little segment called "Fuck Around and Find Out." I don't know if y'all heard about it. It's been on the news for the past several days. Um, I don't know if everybody's seen it up in Charlotte. Have you seen it about the bus?
Yes, yes, yes,
The
yes.
brother, I guess it looked like it looked like the bus driver was trying to tell him to get behind the yellow line, and Buddy had a problem with that. So let
Well,
me
I
see.
think he was a little upset because he didn't stop at his bus stop
Oh, that's what
first.
that's what happened first.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what happened first. So he proceeded to walk up to the bus driver, and the bus driver, like, you know what I'm saying? So that gave him a, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what you doing?
well, I know a lot of bus drivers. If it ain't nobody there, you got to pull that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pull that thing. Let or if they don't got that bell thing, you gotta let them know next stop. You want to get off at the next stop. And so Buddy must have been in his phone, not paying attention. And what Buddy supposed to do? Like he know that's your stop? I'm just assuming now. I don't know.
I really didn't go into full details on the video, but I did see it, and which would be a frightening bus ride because it was several other people on the bus as well, which he didn't even care.
He ain't care. He ain't like what he had to say. So, oh well, let's we got the video loaded up right quick. Let's go play the video and see what's going on here. Let's go. Get some volume on this situation.
Pulled a gun on him. That bus driver now fired from his job.
He's fired now. Okay, wow. Didn't know that. Okay, we have some technical
I'm going to warn you, the footage you're about to watch is graphic. Shocking new video shows the dramatic shootout between a North Carolina bus driver and a passenger, leaving the driver out of a job and the passenger facing multiple felony charges. Officials from the Charlotte Area Transit System, or CATS, releasing the video and saying the shootout occurred earlier this month after the passenger, Omari Tobias, asked the driver to make an unscheduled stop. When the driver, David Fullard, refused, Tobias can be heard talking back. That's when Tobias is seen pulling a gun, and Fullard reveals his own. Shots are exchanged as the bus drives off the road.
Both individuals sustained life-threatening injuries. However, they are both now stable and expected to make full recoveries.
2 other passengers on the bus managed to escape the shootout without any injuries by running to the back of the bus, according to CATS. And now the driver has been fired after working for the bus system for nearly 2 decades.
Possession of a firearm or other weapon is prohibited by the company's workplace violence policy while on duty or on company property. We don't want anyone possessing weapons on our vehicles.
Drivers have been calling for heightened safety protocols within the system for many years now.
Fullard's attorney telling NBC News the driver felt the need to arm himself following other violent incidents involving bus drivers in the area, including the death of a bus driver named Ethan Rivera during a road rage incident last year. The suspect in that case arrested.
This has been an open call to the CAT system to make the necessary adjustments so that we don't continue to have these issues over and over again.
Well, damn. I ain't nobody got fired.
Which is a sad situation because he was with them for 2 decades.
What the hell? Damn. That
But
made me lose my train of thought. But
policy states.
so okay, it wasn't even a scheduled stop. He just wanted to get off the dang bus. And I guess like I said, most bus drivers they'll drop you off at the next stop or whatever. So bruh caught a little attitude, I guess, got in his feelings. Cause I know the first video I saw was I thought he was mad because he was telling me he got to stand behind that yellow line that they got on the buses and everything. And then it sounded like if you listen to the video, it's like, come make me stand behind the yellow line. And then that's when Buddy pulled out the gun. And then I guess but the bus driver wasn't lacking though. I mean, what are you supposed to do? He out there. We've been to Charlotte several times, but I don't know how rough Charlotte is.
Well, the Mecklenburg area that we go to is
Yeah.
rough.
Oh.
But of course, the second time we went, it was kind of like, okay, where we at?
Yeah. Well, okay, that's that one time we went, it was pretty nice, and then when we went after COVID, that
Yeah,
neighborhood was different. Yeah, that is true.
yeah.
But I didn't feel unsafe though. If you know what I'm saying. Well, me personally, uh I don't I don't feel unsafe around other black people. I did. It's when I go to the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because just my mere appearance makes some people might want to fear for their life or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't too much when I'm around other black people. I ain't scared to be around other black people. But yeah, though it's like so.
It would that's a tragic situation because you don't necessarily know when someone is gonna pull a gun on you. So it's either you're gonna die or you're gonna protect yourself. So I'd rather lose my job because I
Yeah,
protected myself.
you absolutely go and pull it. Then one of their brothers. I don't know how much further ahead there was that happened. One of them done pulled the same thing. Got killed. I don't know if it was a similar situation. They said a road rage
Yeah, it
incident,
was a road rage.
according to that story.
Yeah, so he was protecting himself.
I was like,
I
hey,
seen it
shoot,
running.
man. Hey, y'all say Black Lives Matter. Y'all up there in the Charlotte area. Y'all should be up there protesting this right here, showing that man that Black Lives Matter. That man need his job back. He need his pension back 20 years. No, he got a nice little pension coming to him, working for the city for
He
20
probably
years.
traumatized. I won't want to go back to that job.
Well, he probably don't want to go back, but he that's a good point. He probably don't want to go back, but I probably want to go back either because something like that over a stop, but he was ready to pull a gun out over because the man, I guess, disrespecting him. Right? You ain't stopped when I wanted you to stop. Come on, man.
Why you
So
riding the bus anyway?
21 years old. He threw his whole, almost got killed
Right. Why you riding the bus
because
anyway?
he wanted to be hard. I was like, oh, you gonna do what I say do. People, that's another thing. Just because you got a gun, don't they didn't stop making guns after you got yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
ain't
then
realized that
now,
he had
oh no, I think is it this month or July?
one.
Florida. I can't remember. I think it's
July.
July. July 1st. July 1st, Florida goes into constitutional carry where you can carry a gun without having to have a CDL,
But
not a
it's gonna be
CDL.
attached to it. It's
Not a damn CDL, but a dang on what you call them damn thing?
carry the license.
Concealed carry. Yeah, you going to Florida before you go and get you that concealed carry, man. You know what I mean? But but yeah. So it's gonna be a lot more of these incidents. Hopefully on the good guys side, maybe you know what I'm saying, that the good guys that's carrying will be able to defend themselves and stop ignorant thuggish like behavior from carrying on.
If it's
Cause
using that, you know.
yeah, cause it made no sense for young man to pull the gun out on the bus driver. Bus driver just doing his job. If you're supposed to stop, he can let you out at the next stop. If you missed your stop, what he supposed to do? It wasn't an emergency. It wasn't none of that. But he turned into one when he pulled that pistol out on him.
And I think also the bus driver proceeded to get off the bus as well.
That's probably where he messed up at
Yeah.
when he got off the bus. But at the same time, that's what he messed up concerning his job. When he got off the bus,
Yeah, I
they'll
think he
send
should
a
have
couple
secured.
shots, send
Yeah.
a couple shots down the street because he
Yeah.
could have hit somebody, and then they got hurt, and the city could have got sued.
Right.
I can understand that, but he didn't mess up to make sure that the criminal wasn't coming back for him because he wasn't dead. He wasn't immobilized. So he had to make sure they like, I shot somebody. I know he got a gun. I got to make sure he ain't gonna spin the block, as they say, and come back and come try to take me out, finish me off. You
But
know what I
neither
mean?
one of them, neither one of those guys cared about any of those passengers that was on the bus.
No, now that's a good point. Now the bus driver sending shots back. I mean, he was kind of like behind is that like bulletproof glass?
He was shooting back, but he still got up and he was shooting too because the guy
Oh,
was on the.
this guy was on the ground,
Yeah.
and I didn't know it was two people on the ground. I didn't know which one was which in the video because both of them had on like black hoodies. And what it must have been, is it cold up there still? It should be warm up there by now, right?
Well, you know how these
Oh, these young
teenagers,
kids, yeah,
yes,
the young
they
kid
got
wear
on
hoodies
hoodies.
in 80-degree
It's
weather. That's
1,000
right. Yeah,
degrees outside.
that's right. But it looked like I can't tell because the video was kind of grainy, but it might have been a rainy day. Looked like it might have been rainy too, because it looked like it was kind of overcast in the video. It wasn't quite sunny. But yeah, man, y'all join the conversation. The link is in the chat box below. To the left or the right, depending on which platform you looking at us on. We live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook right now. Soon we'll be live on other platforms. Just continue to support the No Name Night Show. And go ahead and put in the chat box who y'all think gonna take game one tonight. Florida boy here, so I'm rooting for the Heat. Hope to see a good series. I hope to go the distance, to be honest with you. I want to go all seven, and then I want the Heat to pull it off in game seven. Um, Also on the notes, if you're in the Palm Bay, Melbourne area, and if you need to get hooked up with some fabulous braids, check out my hair. I know you see it. I said I know you see it.
Really?
I know you see it. Oh, my buddy. Oh, shout out to my homeboy, holding it down he also from Arkansas, but he living out there he live in the Metroplex area right now, so I believe, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you're in the like I was saying though, if you're in the Melbourne Palm Bay area, come and get your come get your braids tight like mine. Right here with this young lady to my left. She'll take care of you and everything like that. Um my buddy said Denver in 6. Well, I got one thing for you. If Miami Heat beat them boys in 7, I'm just gonna give you a call and say this. Tell your ma, tell your pa, I'ma send you back to Arkansas right now. What I say? Oh, this is an inside joke. This is an inside joke that we had back in. That's one of my that's my army buddy from back in the day. He, he probably ain't heard that shit
Mm-mm-mm.
since then. Shout out,
Mm-mm-mm.
shout out to the boy Rome out there holding it down. My boy, he do good things out there in these streets for the community. And I believe you got a son, right? I believe you got a son. I don't know about your family and everything like that. I think you got I think got a little boy and everything. Should be a little bit older than Deshaun right now. But yeah, so yeah, uh, we got the game coming on about 10 more minutes. So now that's a sad situation in the Charlotte area. Everybody, if you in the comment section, go ahead and drop where you're from. Shout us out your town, your city, or hell, your high school, wherever you from. Go ahead and represent for your town. Shout out to everybody, uh, everybody in the 615th and the 602nd Aviation Support Battalions. Shout out to everybody in the Metroplex, all my homeboys. Shout out to my main man, my Ace Boom Coon down in San Antone, and everybody else out there. Check out, like I was saying though, if you're trying to book up appointment, get your braids filed like mine, or if you the ladies, she do the box braids, the knotlesses, and all the crochets. Hit up if you're in the Melbourne, Palm Bay, Florida area, Broward County area, Indian River County area, hell, even Orange County. We're in driving distance. Check out spoiledlifestyle.com and go ahead and book um your appointments today. Get ready for Juneteenth. Juneteenth is June 19th, and then Father's Day is right after that. Come and look fresh for that Juneteenth celebration and that Father's Day celebration coming up this month. Um uh uh and also if you would like to purchase some of our branded products, such as human growth hair oil and our scented candles and other things, check us out at spoiledlifestyleshop.com. It's scrolling on the bottom of the screen right now. Hit the link, it'll take you to the shop. Get you fine bills. We got a nice summer collection right now. It's great things to put out there in your yard, great things to put on your body, and great things to put around your house for the summertime. Yeah. So let's get
That's a lot
into
of talk.
say what now?
That's
That's a lot of talking. Yeah, my mouth getting dry.
I
Let me take
see
me
it.
a little sip of my water. Mhm. So anyway, though, yeah. Oh yeah, he said he got one. Okay, that's what's up. He still got one. Hey, that's what's up. He got one. That's what's up. Anyway, though, let's get into this topic at hand tonight. The main topic that we want to discuss is one of the things that's plaguing. I think maybe all cultures, but since I'm not a part of all cultures, I'm part of the black culture, the black tribe. Hey, I know that's right. Hey, I already know. He said that's all I can afford. Hey, I know that's right. Hey, bro, hey, no bullshit. Hey, I hope I can tell this story and you don't get offended. Like this one of the army buddy. This man was on the hot and ready before anybody else was. No lie. This we talking about circa 2002. My man, my man, when he moved off base, he knew every restaurant that had the deals. Cause if y'all remember, Subway, it was only certain days you could get a $5 foot long. And yeah, yeah. When they first started doing it, it was only certain days you could get a $5 foot long, or it was only certain subs or something like that. My man knew, huh?
Yeah, I think I remember
Yeah,
that.
my man knew. He say Tuesday would be the Subway $5 foot long. Another day would be the hot and ready, $5 hot and ready. And my man know how to stretch $1, make $1 out of 15 cents. I give him that, man. He very thrifty, very wise with his money. I know that's right.
Oh, he was your little
Uh,
coupon type of guy.
nah. Yeah, he was a penny pincher and everything. I mean, I wouldn't say penny pincher. He just was smart with his money, unlike
Yeah.
me. And I mean, I had $20. I spent $19 out there on the spot. He still do the same shit.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You say he still do it today. That's what's up, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I swear to God, I wasn't clowning him. I was admiring him, but I was seeing it in a joking way back then. I hope it translated as me was joking, not picking on him. But yeah, back in the day when we was in our early 20s, every day that man knew which restaurant had the best deal. I was like, man, that man was on point. Yeah. But anyway, though, like we was saying though, hey, we'll talk about a little something. We know we're gonna talk about the black community. Maybe happen in all communities, but in the black community, it tends that we have a subculture within the culture. Now the subculture is the loudest for some reason that likes to celebrate mediocrity, celebrate the bare minimum, or wants to get rewarded for doing what you're supposed to do. Um, I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, I used to have a certain mentality about how I should be treated and everything like that. But it wasn't until like my second, third year in the army when I learned that you are not supposed to get rewarded for shit you supposed to do. Now, I keep it 100 a buck 'cause we keep it real on the No Name Night show. That's probably something I should have learned before I left the house. You know what I'm saying? Before I went out into the world. I won't say as bad as kids today, but when I was 19, 18, I probably had a little sense of entitlement that I deserved this just because my name Donald Brown. You know what I'm saying? But entitlement and celebrating mediocrity I think is a problem that in our community that is, I think, kind of holds a lot of us back from being better. We don't want to excel for excellence. Well, you hear a lot of people, yeah, I just want to be comfortable. I mean, what does comfortable mean? What does when somebody says they just want to be comfortable, what does that mean?
Well, I guess it can go different ways because being comfortable, of course, you want to make sure you have enough money to be comfortable. But some people take comfortable, um, they can take it as if just doing the same thing, that they've been doing,
Yeah.
and they don't want to change from what they was doing. So that right there might be. I can't really tell you because I don't know. You got to, you have to be put in the situation so I can tell you. But for me, I would want to be comfortable with having money.
Right.
So let's celebrate that, being able to go out and purchase things that I like to purchase.
Yeah, my
But
man,
I have to.
my man said something in the contents. He said a lot of us are content with just getting by, and that's true. A lot
Right.
of a lot of people just live for the weekend.
Right.
When they get up on Monday, they looking forward to Friday. They not planning. We're not planning. We not planning. It's a lot of us. It's a lot of us. When I say us, I'm talking about black men. And right now, it's like a lot of us don't got life insurance. You you
Yeah.
you're that's the life insurance is the easiest way to create generational wealth. Not even necessarily generational wealth, just to make sure that your children or your grandchildren don't got to start all over.
Term life insurance, not
Oh
just
yeah, no, not you term life and well, at least have term life,
at least
cause
if you're gonna buy life insurance, have term.
at least term life, but no, you mean whole life.
Whole life,
You want
term,
whole life,
whatever.
yeah.
But I'm
Whole
just saying,
life is a whole nother thing. Now, if you can afford whole life, you should go for whole life. But term, you at least have term life, at least have enough to bury your ass. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even got that. You got Johnny them. They got to hold a fish fry or a bake sale. You know what I'm saying? Or a GoFundMe to put his ass in the ground, man. You know, he's like, bro, you pretty. Hey, put just point blank, black men, black people, period, but black men in general. If you don't have life insurance, you are pretty much saying fuck them kids. For real, you pretty much saying
right,
fuck them kids. They could start over just like I did. Break the cycle. You know, strive for excellence. You know what I'm saying? People, you are literally buying money. Go out there, $20, $30. If you get a whole life, then it might be more, might be $100, depending how much you want to put in there. And put something in there away so your generations or your grandchildren will have a little good start off in life. Or when you pass, depending, hopefully it's a long time for now. But if it happens suddenly, well, damn, now your wife, if you have a wife, but at least your children, if you got children, they don't got to start all over. They don't got to start from zero. I mean, they got to start somewhere because they're children. But once they hit a certain age, and if somebody managing their money right, uh, then they don't got to start from zero. And but when you settle for mediocrity, you not thinking about stuff like that. You just thinking about getting to the next check to check, week to week, day to day. No, we got to do better. What you think about that?
well, I just know that if they selling just for that, they really don't have much. If they celebrating stupidity,
Right.
that's really what it is. Because as an adult, you should understand that whatever you're trying to celebrate, and if it don't have nothing to do with your everyday life, you shouldn't even be celebrating those.
Right. Right.
So you should.
Go ahead.
Oh, you just understood.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay,
respond.
but
Yeah.
yeah, my whole take on it is just it's silly, and the only thing I see is just it's coming from the social media. So
Like, for example.
what I mean, they celebrating things that other people are doing.
Oh yeah.
So they're
Right.
not
Right. Yeah.
celebrating what they're actually doing in their
And
home.
it's
They celebrating
usually
somebody else.
they celebrate somebody else, and it's usually the dumbest of the dumbest stuff.
Right. So
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you on that. We, Chris Rock back in the '90s had a joke. It was something similar to what we saying. He had a joke back in the '90s talking about where I think it was something like this. We celebrate somebody coming home from prison more than we celebrate somebody uh uh graduating from college. It said something went something like this, like, oh man, God, hey, welcome back. Oh, yeah, you made it back from prison, blah, 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 and everything like that.
mhm.
And then there was another situation like, hey man, I just graduated. I just got my master's. My master's. And you say, like, what? Your master's? I don't give a fuck about no masters. How about this? Can you whoop my ass? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean, man? It's like, yeah, I just thought about that. Yeah, Chris, there's a
I really truly think that we have it wrong.
yeah,
We really have it wrong.
we gotta stop celebrating mediocre bullshit. We gotta strive for excellence. Somebody said, well, how that it was a quote. I can't think of it right now. It was a good ass quote. I messed it. I can't think. I don't want to say it because I don't want to mess it up and misquote. But it was on the lines is it's I ain't even gonna try to do it. Ain't even gonna try to do it. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, you know, people should be out there striving for excellence in everything they do. Try to do better. If you hit that job, go on and try to figure something else out with your life. If the job ain't doing what you think it should, how you think it should do. Um, it's easy to start. It ain't okay. It ain't easy to start over. It do take work. And I think that's
It does.
what the problem is. No, some people just don't want to put the work in, right?
A lot of us don't. A lot of us don't want to put in the work, and of course, if you put in the work, it's gonna be great at the end. But a lot of us don't want. They want to go from first step to the 10th step without having to put in work. So,
Yeah.
because like in my situation, I'm put me out there. When I started the business, I was like, okay, my family is gonna be rooting for me. They're gonna be happy that I decided to take on something that probably nobody else was even thinking about doing.
Right.
I was super excited, which I thought they was too, but they don't show it, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How would I know?
True.
Help me celebrate me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, when someone in my family, you know what I'm saying, is doing something right, I'm gonna celebrate them.
Maybe
But
some, like I said, some people might just be, they might just feel some type of way that you doing, they talk about it and then you doing what they talk about. Not necessarily the same thing, but
it
it's
wasn't
just
easy.
making the move
Right,
and not, stepping out there and doing it.
right. It wasn't easy because I'm an introvert, so I'm not really like a people person. So going into doing the business, I was, shook up a little bit. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do
Oh,
this.
shoot, I'm an introvert. I am. I'm just a shy, lovable, huggable type of guy. You know what I mean? I just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, that's true though. It's hard to get out there, but if you don't have no problem talking to people, man, and that's the hardest part, getting over the putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, asking for help and everything like that. We can't be afraid to ask for help, and we gotta always, get that advice. Like somebody said, your crumbs might just be enough for me to get some. That you never know. Um, just being vulnerable enough to ask somebody for advice, help, or motivation can help you get to that next level. Um,
Most definitely can help you get to the next level. I think it's just like a generational curse, and your family is like, don't go out there asking nobody for help. You can just do it on your own. But sometimes you actually need the help.
well, yeah, no, so it's an African proverb, and I want to share this out there with everybody. Everybody might have heard before, and then, especially something you could kick this little gem I'm about to drop to your children and family. It's like, yeah, you could go faster by yourself, but we can go further together. So it's kind of like, got to get over that doing everything by yourself. I was a do everything by myself, and then I realized that I need to work together, and I was able to accomplish certain goals that I set myself faster by working together. I was able to go further than what I would have been able to go if I was going by myself. If I kept trying to do stuff by myself.
Right.
And you need that backup, you need that support, you need that motivation.
Yeah, you need someone to say, you got this. Keep going.
And speaking of celebrating mediocrity, it's another problem that I don't know if any other generation had to face this before us. If when we talking about, if you had children sometime between 2000 and 2005, I don't know. It's new to me,
Mhm.
but it might have been always been a problem. What's up with, especially the boys? It might be the girls too. What's up with these boys being raised in predominantly white neighborhoods, acting like they missing something, like they missing out on their black card because they didn't grow up in the hood or they didn't struggle in the hood. What's the mindset when it comes to that? Where does that come from? That's another thing I think it touched on the same vein on tonight's topic, like settling for mediocrity. I was talking to somebody about this. I believe it was my barber. I was telling she said that they just don't know that them same kids will be glad to trade places with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause they,
Right.
not saying everybody in the hood is is going through some type of struggle. They might be doing better than some other people, but it's saying it might be some kids.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey there. Um, why it might be some kids that uh they go home, they can't eat nothing until somebody come home and bring something home, or they get home and they like, dang, I hope the lights on when I get home, stuff like that.
That's a real struggle, and I'm gonna say our children, for an example, they did not realize how well they had it
Yeah.
until they made their friends and they seen how their friends was living. So they just thought maybe they was not living that's not the way they want to live. So
And why does being broke and disgusted and busted synonymous with being black? Why
I,
why are those two things in the same thing? Why, yeah, I ain't black enough because my daddy and my mama was at home. What kind of shit like that? Like you missed out on something. Like, bro, you ain't missing nothing, man.
they not really missing that, but because if you take them to a real hood and drop them off in that hood, could they survive? I don't think
Not
so.
long, because they don't know how to move.
Right.
They
So
wasn't born with those street sets of skills. Don't I mean, they might be able to make it to get out of there, but if they get caught in the situation, you know what I'm saying? You might get caught in a situation that
they
you
cloud
you
chase.
you you got to know you I was crowd chasing said hell no. you got to know you got to know straight up like, hey, this what to do in this situation. And sometimes growing up in a different part of town, you don't recognize the warning signs. Like, oh, it's time to bust a move. You might hang out a little too long and become a victim, all because you didn't get that hole punched on your black card. You know what I mean?
Right. So I was just, I don't understand, why they want to decide all of a sudden that.
Can't get the. What you know?
Oh, hey,
Hello.
hello. We got Chris in Puerto Rico. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Snow Day Night Show. How you doing out there?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Oh, we can hear you
Yes.
loud and clear. What you heard the discussion? What
I
you
was
think
hearing
about this
a
topic?
little bit. I heard a little bit. I just walked into the house. Because I don't get that much connection out there in
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
world. But you was talking about why do we have to settle for mediocre or something like that, or
Oh yeah, that was the beginning of it. But the last thing we talked about, why is it that our kids, why do they feel like they missing out on something just because they didn't grow up in the hood? Like,
yeah, let me
like,
tell you.
uh-huh.
Um, we have been, I think, as a society, we have brainwashed us to believe that we are inadequate people as Black people, and we have to settle for the mediocrities of
You just made up a word, mediocrity.
mediocre.
Mediocrity. I got
Mediocrity.
you.
You know what Listen, I got a story about Puerto Rico after we get done with this because I just
Oh
go.
yeah,
But
yeah. That's what. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm jumbled. I'm jumbled a little bit from driving in San Juan. But anyway, um, I think we have settled to believe that we are not as adequate as the other counterparts as far as education, as far as economics, all of that. So we have brainwashed us to believe that the hood is where Black people are, where we identify with our roots. The hood,
Right, right.
and that's not true. It's true in most cases, a lot of cases. I won't say most cases.
Mm-hmm.
So think about the old school videos, right?
Yeah,
Where you see the hood, like even
yeah.
what's that movie called in the black? What's that movie where Ice Cube and um
Boys in the hood.
yes, Boys in the Hood. So
I was
yeah,
like, okay.
so look, that's the hood, right? You see the
Yeah.
people, they're not too much distance from each other as far as their porches, people see each other, know what's going on with the next person, with the neighbors. And you see a lot of bang bang police officers, and that's just what you start associating with, right?
Right.
So I think we have, because of the influence of social media, the influence of videos and movies, that is what we consider our norm, or that's what, a lot of people consider their norm. So that's why it's the influence of those kind of elements that contributes to it. Get back on the couch.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can see that happening by them watching TV shows and assuming that, that's the way it really is when it's really not. So that Ice Cube, that's the Boys in the Hood is not really how the hood actually is.
Well,
Right.
Charmaine, is the hood like the projects?
The hood can be a majority black neighborhood or the projects. Yes, that's the hood. Yeah.
Okay.
So that neighborhood, you know how we do in black, so we shorten neighborhood to the hood. But now, because of hood movies, the
Uh-huh.
word hood it now has some situations may have a negative context. Depends who's saying it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Saying
Listen.
so if me and you talking, you know what I'm saying, I'm about to hit the tire shop that's in the hood.
Right. Right.
But if one of our Caucasian brothers saying, man, man, I gotta go through the hood today, you know what I'm saying?
Listen to
you know,
this. Y'all,
right?
listen to this, y'all.
Yeah,
It just happened just now because we just got back to the apartment or whatever. So we driving through neighborhoods to get to where we staying at. And
yeah,
Skylar came out and said, this must be the projects.
yeah,
I said, projects? I said, Skylar, these are houses. These are,
yeah.
she's like, but they're so small. I said,
Uh-huh.
I said, that doesn't make like the ghetto or the projects because the houses are small. I said,
Right, right.
that's just that's just how this neighborhood is. This is how they block up their houses and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was just interesting that she said that, because she just associate, if it ain't big and extravagant, it
And
must
it's
be
the hood. That must
the
be a poor
hood.
side of town. Yeah, yeah.
Right. And so we're
That's
not even in, think about it. This is, I guess the hood can be associated with every race, because we're not in a
the hood
predominantly.
can be associated with every race. I believe the hood can be associated with all the POC races. I don't
Okay.
know about because you just call a poor white neighborhood the trailer park. That's you don't necessarily call
Ghetto,
that the hood.
ghetto,
That's they hood though.
right. It's
Yeah,
still like the ghetto though. It's
yeah,
still like,
yeah.
They
Yeah, trailer park. You find the same bullshit in the trailer park you find in the projects.
probably
You know,
worse though.
you
Worse.
probably worse, probably worse. Yeah, so but a lot of people they don't, since they control the media, you don't hear that too much.
Right.
You'll find the same bullshit in the trailer. You find single mothers, drugs, alcoholics, all that shit in the trailer parks. But they don't talk. They only talk about, even though there's probably more trailer parks than projects.
Oh,
But
It is.
100%.
but they won't
Yeah,
they won't talk about
it is.
that in the news. They only talk about the black people in
Isn't
the
that funny though? You really, you're right. You don't see the news media just going around to the trailer park, do you? You don't
yeah.
see that.
You
You
don't
see them
see that.
straight up in the projects though.
They got the same. They have everything you got in the projects. You got in the trailer parks. I mean, in the trailer park. I said it right. In the projects, in the trailer
it,
parks, and it
right.
might be more. You know what I mean?
It's just that,
Um,
I think what's the difference is like, in the project areas, predominantly, minority. I won't say black, but I say minority groups.
yeah,
You're gonna have the convenience stores, you're gonna have the hair stores, the
yeah.
Arabs and all that opening up these stores. You don't really see those kind of stores in the by the trailer parks.
You don't. It's
I don't know where y'all at, but
but
on Clear Lake, it
well,
clearly,
I was just about to say,
clearly you see all
except
that.
for the
Clear
city
Lake
of
is a little different, but remember, the
this.
trailer parks, typically those trailer parks usually wouldn't be on that street. It would be more off in the back somewhere.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. Yeah, right.
right.
You're right. That's like trailer park saying. I, I think that for people that don't know that the city of Cocoa is kind of different. How it is. you got trailer parks in the middle of town. You know, trailer parks are usually on the outside of town, and
Right.
the projects are usually in the middle of town.
Right.
And but Cocoa, you might have a neighborhood, then you might have trailer parks, and you might have projects, and you
And
might
you
have a
might have a good
school.
neighborhood right by a projects,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Then you have you know, and then I think that's most of Florida. You have the projects in the black neighborhood, and then but in Cocoa, you have the projects and the trailer parks across the street in the neighborhood, and the regular houses over there. You
Because
know.
Right.
they recognize that the trailer park and the projects need to be on the same area.
Yeah, yeah.
So you said they actually plotted out their domain to make
That
it.
I believe you. I
I'm
believe
sure
you.
it
You
was
know, I
because you don't
believe you.
see that in Vieira. You don't see that in Palm Bay.
No, you don't. You
You
don't.
you
Cause
really don't see it in Melbourne
the
like that.
prod the Palm Bay don't, far as I know, I'm trying to think.
Well, you can think right now that if
Don't
you
don't
look
have
down the
any
street, there's
project.
not no trailer park down the
Not
street by the
it
project.
ain't no wait. It ain't no, you're right. It ain't no in Palm Bay now. All the trailer parks on US 1.
And it's
And
closer to
that's where they need to stay
Melbourne.
at.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to
Those are
say.
luxury US 1 trailers,
Nah,
okay?
no.
Okay,
Okay, they
those
got
are
river
called
views.
manufactured homes. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
Riverview.
nah,
We got a nice Riverview.
but I'm trying to think. Is there any projects in Palm Bay?
It ain't no projects in Palm. Remember, Palm Bay just recently just got developed. It wasn't.
Right.
It was
It's not that old of a city. I think
right,
maybe
right.
60 years old or 65 years old.
Nah, it was like
Well,
I moved up.
Vieira,
Go
I'm
ahead.
talking with the comments. Vieira do have a project, and it's called Mission Bay.
Okay.
That's
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Technically,
actually,
well,
I'm
yeah,
just saying,
true.
listen.
I'm just saying because they might
That
see
was
Yeah,
an
it.
yeah.
experiment. That was. Let me tell you
I'm
what
just
happened with that. That was an experiment, and what it
Uh,
was is they was trying to see if they could open up a section in Vieira that see this was what's funny about this, okay?
uh-huh.
So you got Mission Bay in between luxurious communities, right? Very
Right.
well off communities. And you got, of course, you got Mission Bay, and then you got another luxury community. So
Yeah.
what this was, it was an experiment. This was saying, okay, all right, so you're always complaining that y'all don't get fair grounds, you don't get to be treated this way, and you don't get to live in this area, right? So then
Yeah.
you put people you open up this community, which was not supposed to be just technically lower class. What it was, I think it was an establishment to trial and error to see if you can be, if they could lower the price a little bit to get pretty decent tenants. That's what it
Uh,
was. Now,
No, I don't really think so.
I
I don't
thought
think it was like that
I
because
thought oh my bad. I thought because this what I heard, because there's a school in the neighborhood, then there has to be low income housing somewhere near that school. That's the reason. That's what I thought. That's what I was told about Mission Bay. I don't
well,
know if that's true or
I,
not.
it's
I
on the
think
right
I think
side of
the
95, right?
huh?
On the right.
If you're going south, yeah, Mission Bay will be, you will exit on the right. Yeah, it'll be on your right. Yeah. If you're going south on 95, yeah. I mean, excuse me, north. If you're
Oh,
going
I thought
north on
thought it
95, yeah,
was left.
it'll be on the right. Yeah.
Oh, we was talking about the comments. We got a couple
Yeah,
of comments.
we talking to the comment side. But what you gonna say? Yeah, that's what I think. Like I said, I think if it's a school nearby, then low income housing got to be somewhere nearby too.
Is
You
that
know?
is that so? It has to be open up to all races, of course. Public
Yeah,
schools be discriminatory or whatever. But Mission Bay, I really don't think that it was meant to uh, inhibit you in the way it is now. I really do feel like they put this community together to say, hey, okay, we give you an opportunity to live in this area, so let's make the best of it. But what happened is they open it up to everybody,
yeah,
and that everybody started making it harder for that somebody who was
yeah.
going to use it for their advantage in a positive way, right?
Right.
So they can't technically kick people out. And when I say people, you know what I'm saying. they can't kick you out, but what they could do is, although they accepted one form of, the way that they started establishing their foundation, although they accepted that, what they do is little by little they started raising the rent, right?
Right.
So eventually what they try to do is get you out that way.
Right.
So ultimately it was meant to give you an opportunity to live in a good area, a safer environment, and just get yourself together. But that's not what happened.
No.
Ultimately,
Well, I don't.
go ahead.
That was on Mission Bay, because Mission Bay take certain types of people. Now they don't have to take those type of people, if you get what I'm saying. So
Right.
if they was gonna keep it on more of a luxury type of apartment complex, they didn't have to accept those people, because I know if you're not making a certain income, you're not gonna be able to move in there.
Or you got to make below a certain income to live there.
But I think they were trying to give you an opportunity to say, even though you make that low income, you can be in a nice place.
Right. You didn't have to.
You don't have
Yes.
to.
Yes.
Right,
I agree.
right.
I agree with you on that. Right. Yeah. You didn't have to settle for
A lower
low
class.
income housing in the
Right.
projects or in the hood somewhere. They
Right.
gave you an
Here.
opportunity in a
Yeah.
better neighborhood. Yeah, that's true.
Right. But
But
it didn't end
but
up like that.
Were
but
People
they
with
doing
every
that for the
but
black people?
with every good deed comes the bullshit, So you have you when you I hate to say this, but it's the truth. When you have low income, matter of fact, I was talking this with my barber earlier today. Low income, not all of them, but a lot of them. I don't even know if it's a lot of them because I don't know everybody on low income housing. I'm gonna just say this from the talks that people have with renting out the low income housing. When you rent out the low income people, they bring a certain type of mindset with them too, and you might have a decent property and they might tear it up. or
right, right.
or you might have a decent property and they bring all their little cousins, also known as
Yes.
roaches.
Yeah. Oh. I thought
Also
you were
known
talking
as
about real
roaches with
cousins.
them. Nah,
You talking about the
and then
real
you got
cousins.
that too, and then they might bring they actual cousins. They put on the lease just them and two children, and then you go change the dang light bulb, and you got three niggas living in there
Oh Lord. Right. Right. So you
in a
now
2-bedroom apartment.
you done destroyed the whole outlook of how the community was looking. It Mission Bay could have been a very different element of
Right.
living at a low income, but actually having the experience to live in a pretty good area that's safe, right?
Yeah,
A
a
pretty
good
safe
area that's
area.
supposedly safe, but hell, it's
Well,
been
it's not
hot. It's been hot in Mission Bay for the past 3-4 years.
I guess
Uh,
they stopped
right,
doing credit
right,
checks.
huh?
they
Because
stopped doing credit checks.
something,
Uh,
because
They
there's
stopped
people
doing
in there
credit.
that
oh, I don't know. We just speculating. You know what I'm
look,
saying?
it's people in there that's not credit worthy, but they in
I don't. I be saying I don't. I be like, dang. You sometimes even as a black person, you be like, damn.
You probably be like, "Darn,
I be like,
we just got Bubba out, and now we got Bubba Cousin Junior." You know,
hey, you ain't bullshitting. They move out one bad tenant or one bad family, and somebody worse come replace them. Like,
right,
God
right,
damn.
right.
Oh
That's not
man, you ain't
cool.
lying about that,
but I
man.
think they're doing a change over there now because they are under new management.
Construction,
They
yeah.
are coming in to change the rules, and they are going to put a few people
Right.
out there that don't need to be there. So they're trying to change it over to the other people.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's been a lot of complaints. So here's what's the disadvantage about Vieira.
Oh, we lost you again.
I got some friends who got some officer husbands, and
E-
huh?
Oh, okay.
What you
Yeah,
say?
go ahead. We thought we lost you for a second. You went out. Go ahead.
Oh, I say I got some, friends who got some teacher husbands, and or not teacher husbands, but some officer husbands, and yeah, they get a lot of complaints from the community, the people that's not in that environment,
Right.
the outside people that's around the environment who's just trying to be a decent citizen and just live their life. They're getting a
Yeah.
lot of complaints, and so the police officers are staying over there. So that's what's going to happen. What happens is when somebody wants you out or wants you gone, they all gather together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Betty over here can call one day, and then Sally Sue can call the next day, and then
Yeah.
Debbie down the street's gonna
What
call.
since you got the scoops going here with the scoops, what's some of the things they be complaining about the Mission Bay community in the middle, right in the heart of the era?
You know what?
Hey, we keep it
Yeah.
real on the show now. Go ahead
Uh,
now.
I mean, see, the thing is, I think mostly the noise complaints, and the
The
traffic,
noise.
Nah,
and the noise complaints, and
I
what
don't
they're
even.
saying,
I can't see that coming from Mission Bay.
um, it's not really noise complaints. This is what these people are saying, but it is a
No,
lot
no,
of.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about. I don't
Uh,
see any type of complaints like far as now. They did have a couple years ago, but now we haven't actually seen anything when we was there.
No, I think what so yeah, so the noise complaints, that's just a
and the
way to
traffic alerts, right? So like
traffic
they
alert.
what I mean is they're saying it's a lot of traffic movement in and out, right? Obviously, it's a community, it's a apartment community. People, it's many people that's going to be going in and out of this
Oh,
complex, right? But
well, they
remember,
wait. So wait a minute. People complaining that is always. I mean, it's probably in that little area. It's probably it's probably 1,000 people in that little. Or real close to 1,000 people in that little area. So I mean, what they expect? Nobody supposed to come and go. I mean, I know you don't know the answer to that. Is that what you mean
I
by
couldn't hear you.
traffic?
What you say?
No, I was saying, all those apartments.
I didn't hear your
If
tone.
I don't know how many units it
Uh
is.
huh.
It's probably, let's say it's 300 units, and then there's times that, let's say it's at least two people in each unit, so 600 people, and then let's say everybody got at least one car, so that's 1,200 cars coming in and out. I mean, is that what they mean by traffic? Just too many people? Or?
Traffic, the movement. Because remember, the thing is, if you I have drove, I'm not taking up for the people who are complaining, I'm
Yeah,
not by any means, but I have drove down into that area of the air at maybe like at 10 o'clock, and it's just very quiet. You're not going to see
right,
a lot of cars on the road. People, those are communities, a lot of them are gated communities, so you're going to have security guards and stuff, so you don't see a lot of traffic moving up and down that that road per se, but you do
right,
see a lot of people going in and out of those apartment complexes. So
right,
it keeps although you don't see a police officer on the road, but it keeps that perspective into it. You know what I'm saying? Where a police might be patrolling other areas, they're gonna just completely keep going up and down that area just to see what's going on at that time of night. You know what I'm saying? And it's mostly probably because people are not that they naturally see it, right? Because they're in their homes, they're in their gated communities. Not that they're naturally going to see it, but because they hear about it, right? It is uncomfortable for them. You get what
okay,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's what I'm hearing. Like I wasn't partial. I was just listening to it. Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't make no comments on stuff like that because first of all, I haven't lived there. I don't know enough to suggest what's going on, what's transpiring. It's always some form of he say, she say, this is what's going on. Until you actually live it, you really can't discuss it properly without being very, very, very judgmental about it, right?
Yeah, you can't. You can't. It's like
I mean, it's a community
it's a
where people got to
community.
live, right?
It's
And
community where people gotta live, and majority of the people do what they gotta do to take care of their families. It's
correct.
about a handful of people that make Mission Bay look bad. A handful.
Should be
Um
right.
and that's it. But that's like that go back to what we saying. Those the people that make the most noise. You know what I mean? That they get the most attention.
Right, right. And in a negative way, right?
A
Like,
negative, a
right.
negative way.
But there's nothing they can actually do about that because that's what they welcome to their neighborhood.
No,
Like,
well,
the
not.
people
That's what
they
I'm
have
saying. That's
opened
that's
it
what I'm
up.
saying. Not necessarily.
Get
Sometimes
the
it,
house
it don't.
door.
It don't be the people they welcome. It be the people that they welcome.
They
Welcome.
invite in that they
It's
invite,
the people that
right?
it's the people that's supposed to stay there, and then it's the people that ain't supposed to stay there. The people that ain't supposed to stay there be the ones that be causing the problems. But
Right.
they don't understand it. They just got somewhere, somewhere they could chill at or whatever the situation is. Whether it's a dude got his girl and his wife, and I mean his woman and his child there, and he come home from prison or whatever,
Oh
or
Lord.
a mom, a single mother. You got some rowdy boys, whatever the situation is. That's what's kind of going on and everything. So
Do you
it
think if they close those gates again, that might stop a lot of things that's going on?
it will definitely stop the late night stuff
Oh,
Oh,
you
of
talking
course.
about
because
Yeah.
the gates?
yeah, they close
The
the gates because
okay.
most of the stuff be happening at late in the night, early in the
Right.
morning.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
So
like, yeah.
if they close the gates, the people that ain't supposed to stay there can't get in.
Right. Or maybe, you know what? Or maybe, you know, I don't know. Like everybody else got security guards over there, in their little areas. Like why we
That's
can't
true.
They
why
actually
like
have
y'all are
officers
let
that stay there.
huh?
They have officers that stay over there, but that's not their job to be patrolling.
So they stay over there, but they ain't gonna come out and do nothing to defend their community. Right? Like
Oh,
they
I mean, they must. I'm see if there's something happens there, but I don't know. Like Charmaine was saying, they ain't patrolling. They ain't going looking. You know what I mean? But I mean, it ain't like something happen every day. But when it do happen, I bet the surrounding neighborhoods like there they go again.
well
But
they
yeah,
gonna
they
come
don't know.
together. They gonna come together and have a little bit of meeting together, like you know how they used to have what do you call it?
Little town halls or
The
something.
volunteer patrollers,
Oh,
like
neighborhood watch.
neighborhood watchers, right? Like, and it's not necessarily shouldn't be a bad connotation. I mean, obviously, when that Trayvon
Trust
Martin
me, they
thing
have
happened.
they got plenty of neighborhood watchers over there.
Oh, not the ones that peek out the window and be telling what everybody doing in
They
their
got
house.
one in the front, and she wear a muumuu and a scarf and
Hey, yeah, why
she
Oh,
smelling
Lord,
good.
she got you.
they
Smelling.
Like,
always wear the moo-moos?
She she out there. She out there with a muumuu on and telling
oh,
everything. Then
Lord.
you got the one in the back. She's walking trash from the back all the way to the front. Have two cars that you can put your trash in, but instead she'd rather walk into the front so she can see what's going on.
Oh, no, we don't need none of
So
that.
you got a lot of those over there. They know when to go in the house though.
We
They're
need
not out there after
Definitely.
10.
we need
So
people who want to better the community and, like, getting people together to pick up the trash and making sure the kids are safe, those kind of patrolling people. We don't need Nancy to tell that Jacob came up in the next door neighbor house. We don't need none of that.
Right,
That's
you don't need none
nobody
of
business.
that.
Right, nobody business. So we talked about the safety of the apartment complex and making sure
right.
everything runs smoothly.
Hell yeah. So you out there in the Caribbeans right now. You out there in Puerto Rico.
I'm
You
out there in
out
Puerto Rico, man,
Puerto
and
Rico. You in
it's
you
crazy.
right outside San Juan.
I'm right in the middle of San Juan. I'm
Right in the
telling
middle
you,
of San Juan.
yeah. Listen, listen,
Oh, okay.
listen.
Oh, wait, before you go there,
Okay.
last weekend, the Little Mermaid came out. Did you take your
I
daughters to
haven't.
go see it?
Listen, I'm over here in Puerto Rico, so I didn't. Let me tell you, I know this sounds a little discriminatory or a little biased, whatever. I wanted to take the girls, but Skylar was like, "Mommy, do you think it's gonna be in Spanish?" The whole thing.
Ah,
And so because she said that, I said you make a good point because I wasn't in San Juan. San Juan, I want to tell you a little bit of comparison and differences with San Juan and Aguadilla. I was
Okay.
actually in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, which Aguadilla is more predominantly Puerto Ricans. Is you don't see a lot of African Americans, you see a lot of other races, right? So
yeah,
you
Mhm.
barely will see a black person per
right.
se. So it's not very diverse in that sense. It's a little bit more country rural settings. You got forests, you got a lot of trees, you got a lot of natural land, animals, farmland and stuff. So it's I took her advice. I said, you might be right. I don't know for a fact if it's gonna be in Spanish, but we'll just wait till we get home. Now
Okay.
over here, I'm over here in San Juan now, which is
Right.
about hour and a half from Aquadia if you was to drive, I guess. I flew
Yeah.
over here. But San Juan, San Juan is very diverse. Okay.
Okay.
I was at a restaurant today and we was listening to straight Kanye.
Yeah.
The people speak a lot of more English over here in San Juan. You're gonna see a lot more diversity, as far as you see a lot more interracial couples. You see even some Asian people. It's very cultivated to inclusive. There you go. It's very inclusive, and so I could see the Little Mermaid being more in probably an option for English too. So like I could see like two Little Mermaids playing, and one in
Yeah.
Spanish, one in English. If that was to say, I could see that happening in San Juan. So I haven't actually had a
You haven't
chance.
got a chance
But
to
that
go
would
see
be,
it.
huh?
Oh no, just I was just checking to see if you had a chance to go see it because it was getting a lot of hate from the
Yeah.
from the other brothers. You know what I mean? The how you say it? we know who we talking about.
You talking about those clear people?
We was
Oh, but
getting a lot.
I heard some hate from even the brown people.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah, I saw a little
I done
video of
seen
this.
all of it.
I ain't seen none. I ain't seen none from the black folks.
They
I
actually had
seen
a
it.
fight in the movie theater.
A fight in the movie thing.
Yes.
Yeah, Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Dang.
Ghetto.
Yes.
Say
Yeah.
what?
But no, but it
What you
did
say,
pretty
Shanae?
it did pretty well though. I think it's gonna make about 112,
Oh, it's running numbers. Yeah.
million this last weekend, and that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's open.
For opening weekend, and that's pretty good. It's just that I can see if it's a historical figure, then yeah, that should be true to form.
Hmm.
But if it's a fictional character, then it's fair game. Anybody can play a damn fictional character. Somebody tried to test me and said, okay, what if it was a white Black Panther? And I said, as long as he's from one of the tribes of Wakanda, then yeah, he could be a white Black Panther.
It's conditional though. It's got to
No,
be.
I mean, but no, it could be. I mean, I don't think an outsider could be the Black Panther. It got to be one of the tribes of Wakanda. If there's a white tribe out there and he wins the
Hey.
fight to become the king, then yeah, you
Oh, they
know what I'm
gotta
They
fight
saying?
it
they
out.
were
They
trying
gotta
to do
fight
that
it out. You
anyway.
can't just
Yeah,
get
you know, yeah, that's how. Well, I don't know if it's the same in the comic books as it is in the movies. In the movies, you could they could challenge to be the
right.
king of Wakanda, and then but you got to be a leader of one of the I
The
think one of the tribes. Yeah, one of the
right,
tribes. You gotta be a leader of one of the tribes of Wakanda in order to challenge to be a king of
right.
Wakanda. And it's like shit. I say, yeah, it's like as long as he a leader of one of the tribes of Wakanda, and shit, he could be a white Black Panther.
I
Yeah, I
think
mean it's a fictional character. I don't know why people lost their shit
it's because
over a
it's
fictional
from
character.
the
It's a
books.
mermaid.
It's the books,
Yes,
man. It's the Disney books. It's the fairy tale books. It has captivated us to perceive these characters as one way, and
right,
particularly they've
right,
been more Caucasian color. And
right.
so when you are so even little kids, you're gonna hear a little kid say, oh, I thought Ariel was white, right? You're gonna hear
Yeah,
them say that, not that they are ignorant to it, but that's what they have been exposed to in the books. You don't see a Little Mermaid that's brown,
right.
so it is somewhat confusing to some people, and some people are just very narrow minded, that they don't go with the times. It's the 21st century, and some people just like, oh no, I can't do this. I've been growing up knowing that Ariel was this way.
It's
Okay.
crazy. It's like I be like I like talking stuff to those type of people like, oh, I get it. you like 1950s Walt Disney movies. you know, you know what I'm saying? You like well everybody was white in the Walt Disney movies. None of the I don't think none of the Disney movies before hell. I can't think of one. Jungle Book, probably the first Disney movie with a person of color.
Right. Or
I
skin
can't think of
color.
nothing.
Oh, but then
I
you
can't
forget
think
you
of nothing. When the first time a black person showed up in a Disney movie?
ooh, that's something good to Google too. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. See,
No,
here's the thing.
she said now. She said last week.
Well, yeah.
no.
For real. Like
I
Uh,
think they gonna have a well, look at Brandy. Brandy played Brandy
Cinderella,
she
but
she
was
played Cinderella, but that
Cinderella,
wasn't.
and
right.
Cinderella was clearly a white girl, a white
But
woman.
no, she played a version of Cinderella. She didn't play the Cinderella. If
Right,
that
but
makes
she it's still it's a Cinderella movie, and like Little Mermaid is she playing. It's not like she replacing all Little Mermaids. The she this is just the 21st century Little Mermaid that they're just
yeah.
incorporating to open up more inclusion for all people. And it's going to be a lot of white people that's actually going to enjoy it. And then it's going to be haters of our own race that's not going to appreciate it.
Well, it is what it is because um,
I'm gonna Google that. Go ahead.
um, we have to break the cycle.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. Oh no, we've been having a good streak. I ain't gonna lie.
We're there having a
We've had a
good one
good
though.
streak. You know what? It's to the point where I don't even think about it no more. Oh, a black person in a Disney movie, it ain't a big deal no more. It was a big deal when they finally gave us a princess. When they finally gave us a princess, but they gave it to us when they stopped when they changed how they animate Princess Ariana. Wait, what's her
Oh,
name?
Tiana,
Tiana. Princess
Tiana.
Tiana was the last Disney movie where they actually drew the character. Now everything else is computer generated. They waited to the last one to give us a black princess, but ever since we had the black Disney princess, the first black thing, okay, cool, we finally got somebody. But after that, you ain't think about it no more. You ain't think about Will Smith playing the genie. You ain't think about um
And what's that
uh
barb on the Indian side? Because they don't have no problem with it.
uh
Pocahontas.
era oh they didn't make a live action Pocahontas yet, but that's probably in the works. What's another live action? Okay, they did Snow White. That was a mostly white cast. If not all, I ain't watch it. They did Beauty and the Beast, and that was mostly white cast too.
Uh,
But none of the main characters were black. So that was cool.
Oh, I think it was the Lion
Now the Lion
King.
King
Was it
was
Asian?
I think was mostly black cast, if
But it was
I'm
a
not
problem.
mistaken.
It was a problem.
Was that a problem?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
It was a problem with having
um,
almost all black
oh,
cast because
yeah.
they were saying certain characters wasn't supposed to be played a black person or whatever.
Uh,
So
yeah, I know. Who was who was young Mufasa? I can't remember in the live action Lion King. Let me see something. Why y'all? I'm gonna look
I
this
don't know
up real quick. Hold on, let me see.
because if you talk about more on the Beyonce version part where she was singing, I really don't know. But
Um.
was the Yogi Rose too?
Now the
The
Wiz.
Wiz.
oh,
Wiz,
okay. The Black Wizard of Oz.
right.
Mm. Now the Wiz.
Wasn't that Diana Ross?
Yeah.
No, the original. Wow. Okay. So the Prince. You was right. The Princess and the Frog was the first time a black person was in a Disney animated movie.
Right.
Am I reading this right? Who's the first ever black Disney character? That came out in 2021. Not wow. I, I had to dig deep with that. When the first animate. I mean, course, you had live shows with black people in it, but I'm talking about the first animated was the first black female was Tiana, and they saying the first black male was that movie Soul. The dude he
Right.
turned to a ghost or something like that, or a spirit. Well, she said, I don't think Disney had any black male characters except the Voodoo Man. Oh the Voodoo. What's the Voodoo Man black and Princess and the Frog? I don't
I
know.
don't
He
know.
might have been black too. And then didn't even marry a black man. Same thing with what you call it? Same thing with Little Mermaid. End up marrying. They kept that dude white too. But and that's so funny. Everybody thought losing their mind. They only changed one character, but kept everybody else white. And that's the funny thing. That made me want to think about something else. It's like
And that's the controversy part of it
it's
too,
like you
though.
make it
Like,
you make it something out of nothing, huh?
okay.
Your phone breaking up. Your
But
phone
no,
breaking up.
but look at that. Look at this. America is okay. Oh, sorry. Probably because I'm.
Oh,
What was I gonna say? America is somewhat okay black woman engaged with a white man, right?
yeah, yeah.
But they're very uncomfortable to put a more of a white virgin to a black character
Right, right, right.
in the and and then it was some stereotypes, or not stereotypes, some very controversial topics when what's that movie? Toy Story came out. Did y'all see that?
Oh, with the I think I seen
With
that
the
the controversy
lesbian,
with that. Yeah, they had
right?
the
But
lesbian
is a
thing,
black
but it's a black woman with a white woman, and then
with a
the thing what I saw was
correct.
that they grew older, but they had a kid, and I guess parents got to explain how the two women have a kid. That was the controversy behind that. Yeah,
Right,
that
right. And
yeah,
then the kid
I seen something like that.
they
Yeah.
chose to adopt a straight black kid. You saw that? They chose to adopt a
No, I didn't. Oh, which Toy Story is that? The Buzz Lightyear movie.
kid.
The Buzz
As soon as that came out, didn't that change the whole dynamic of, like, now you see it more happening?
I don't know. I think the last thing what to come up was the movie the teacher played in some part of Florida. I don't even know where Hernando County is. That might be on the west coast somewhere of Florida. And I think one of the characters in there can't said something about having a boyfriend that he liked, or a boy he really liked, and that's why they having that big school board meeting and showdown over there right now because of that movie
Mhm.
and everything because of that. But I don't know. You just I don't know. I, they what's really happening is not the 1950s no more. They want to be the 1950s so bad, and they losing, and they not reproducing in big enough numbers to change anything. The by the time our kids are in I mean not by the time our grandchildren are our age, there'll be more people that look like your daughter, uh, Christina. Like your youngest, everybody will be
The
looking
lighter,
like your.
the
You'll be
great,
looking lighter,
yeah,
browner. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
when
I
then
think
you.
so too. I think here's the thing. I feel like in order to break the stigmatism and the ideology that one race is more superior than the other, we have to blend in some way. And I'm not saying just it has to be blended with marriage or, kids wise, but we have to blend our mindsets, right? Like,
Yeah,
hello? Yeah, we
yeah, I
have to
get.
start thinking like as a human race versus so much of you're black or you're white or you're Asian, you're this race. We need to start being inclusive of all races and be open to people who are not the typical race playing a different role. I
Yeah,
mean, it wouldn't be if we had a black character, like you said with the Black Panther. Why are we going to knock if somebody else choose to want to be in that place too? Just the same thing. We want everybody to be open to Haley. We got to be open to other races as well.
yeah, we got
So
to, cause it's gonna happen, and then we can't. It's gonna happen, and then some of us is gonna act a plum fool on the internet if they it's gonna happen. I don't know what character it's gonna be, but they gonna make a live action movie and replace that with somebody that's not black. Might not be a white person, but it's just gonna be somebody that's not black. I can't think of nothing right now, but
it's definitely because you have to, in order to be in order to expand your theories and your understanding of how the world is evolving. You have to open your mindset and not be limited to just placing one position or one particular race into more of a superiority role. We're
right.
all people. We all deserve opportunities and chances, and the only way to do it and to break that pattern is to start opening up to different things.
Yeah, that's why I like about the best men series. Have you seen all the best men? The movies plus the little mini series that came out back in December, this past December.
Oh, you broke up. What you say?
I said that's what I like about the best men. The best men movie and the series that came out. You
Right.
seen it?
I haven't. I saw little clips of it. I'm.
Well, anyway, the best man is one of the few movies where none of the characters got to depend on some white person to save the day.
Right. Right.
and and I think in the second one, Best Man Holiday, it was that part was kind of touched on when one who had the white man. Was Nia Long character with the white man in Best Man Holiday?
I want to say it's that other pretty
It wa-
one.
it was Tay Digg, the girl that Sanaya Lathan.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think she
He
was in
had.
that.
She
Oh,
had the white man.
she left Tay for a white man. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, it had to be Nia Long character then. Nia Long character had the white man. In Best Man Holiday, not in the Best Man Christmas or whatever came out in
Yeah.
December. The
A
Best
new.
Man Holiday where the wife died. That
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, she it was something. She had a nice little line in there where I said something, I don't need you or something. It was something like that. I don't want to misquote it, but that's what I like about that movie series, and then they have a nice little 10 episode, 8 episode TV series on Peacock, if you got the Peacock app, that finishes off the story of the best man. And then none of those movies, they don't have it where a white person comes save the day at the end of the movie, because that's what happened with a lot of these movies. If it's not a hood movie and it's a decent movie, it got a white person saving the day at the end of the movie. So yeah, you did all this good shit, but now you still need Mr. White Man to come through and save the day. You know what I mean? That's the other thing that I'm glad is starting to stop. First of all, I'm glad with anything that destroys the myth of white supremacy, and then I definitely support that. I don't care if it's a lie. If the movie is a totally satire propaganda, I support any movie that destroys the myth of white supremacy. Second, I like any movie
Right.
where the white person doesn't come save the day for the black people. I hate those movies. You know,
Yeah.
I hate when movies end like that. Like I think even I don't even think I don't think Django ended like that either. Django he walked away as the hero at the end of the movie. You know what
Yeah,
I
he
mean?
got his woman.
He got his woman, he killed the man, and he
Slave
rode
master.
off.
Call him
Yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
that's
a
why
slave
he can't.
master.
That's why they say he's crippled now for doing all that. And that
But now, you know,
they saw.
oh yeah. That's
They say
Right.
Santa Claus in the
but
wheelchair.
now move these see you gotta think about it. The generation before us was probably the last generation that didn't have to mix with
Now
each other.
stop.
You hear what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Y'all hear what I'm saying?
Right,
Y'all
right,
agree? They're like our parents'
Say
generation, the generation before us was the last generation that didn't have to mix.
right.
So we was that first generation that was forced to mix and everything like that. Then our kids, it ain't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? So as the generations go on, like it used like when I was in high school, he used the white boy, he's like, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But now that don't happen that much. No. Now white boys prefer to go black barbershops than they do white barbershops because the barber's gonna hook them up with that they're gonna turn into they- they're gonna turn into into Chad, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Have them looking fresh. So they could go holler at Keisha when they go to school on Monday and everything. Yeah, it's different now. We more blended
ain't that
now.
wrong. Ain't
Say what?
ain't nothing wrong with him trying to holler at Keisha.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he got to get fly first. He got to go holler at Melly, get tightened up real quick, and then go holler at Keisha on Monday morning in homeroom. Or they still got homeroom, or am I dating myself? I don't even know if they still got home.
I think they still got
You
hold
know
No,
on.
you're right. You're right. They
Oh
still got
wow.
homeroom.
what I mean? But yeah, but what the problem is that the people that are in their 60s and stuff is more them than any other generation right now until they die. So those people are in their 70s to early late 50s. That's the baby boomers. And it's some more baby boomers right now than there are other generations. And those people they gonna vote. So we're gonna see a lot more of this
Mhm.
craziness over movies and over lifestyles and everything because they the ones they're gonna vote, they're gonna put the certain politicians in. But in 15 to 20 years, when we are the late 50s and 60 years old, things are gonna change again. It's gonna get back to some type of normal.
Right.
We the stuff ain't gonna bother us as much as it might bother them or anything like that.
Right.
We know we not gonna we not I'm not we not gonna stop supporting. Well, that's a lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's a lie. I stopped supporting a company from less than what Bud Light did. I stopped supporting a company because they made a dumbass commercial. So I started. It was I drink Folgers. That's my favorite brand of coffee. They made a dumbass commercial. That commercial was so stupid that I stopped drinking that shit. I went to Maxwell House.
Oh my gosh.
I went to Maxwell House for about 3 or 4 weeks. I was like, because that commercial just pissed me off so much. It was just stupid. I was like, man, this stupid ass commercial, man. I'm gonna go drink Maxwell House, man. I went and drank Maxwell House for a little while, but then I came back. Then I came back to Folgers, and I've been with Folgers ever since and everything. But yeah, that's just me being silly and stuff. But all this big deal, and the funny thing about it was, it wasn't no campaign for the cans to have that lady's face all over it for sale. That was just a set of cans for her because she was a big influencer or something like that. They wasn't trying to do no big ad campaign with her, but they some of them people that's just crazy just picked that up and ran with it and stuff like that. So I don't understand what the big deal is. I don't really drink beer no more like that. But if I did, I don't give a damn. Shit, as long as tastes the same to me, you ain't changed what's in the inside. Put hell you want on that can. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't no racist shit, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know. I was like, damn. Or nothing real crazy, like I love abortions or something. Like I wouldn't buy nothing like that. But you put a face of somebody that's trans. I don't understand. And now you don't want. Now you gonna stop drinking that beer, man. You know that's all it takes. I'm gonna put trans on your bank account. I'm gonna put a trans face on your wallet. You stop using your wallet, goddamn. Let me hold that too. Yeah, yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, how's what is Puerto Rico still in Eastern time or y'all in Atlantic time down there?
Nah, we on the
Still
same
in Eastern time. Oh, okay, okay. But it look like they got that two
as Florida.
thousands 2000s Wi-Fi though. You breaking up.
So listen, um, it's because my connection over here is just absolutely bad.
Oh, they don't got Wi-Fi in the Airbnb you in?
They do, but I don't know how it works. If their Wi-Fi is high efficiency or not, because Skylar got
Oh,
her phone on. I'll have a tablet. We got the TVs on Wi-Fi too, so
oh yeah.
it might be full of everybody gadget on there.
Oh, so um, for all the single fellas out there that might be looking for somebody with your intellect and expertise, how can they get at you?
Again. If they want to get at me, they y'all can vet them and they can send y'all some DMs. Y'all,
No, they
know.
can't send me no DMs, man.
Okay, well,
That's why I'm saying how they can get at you.
I,
All right, I'm not trying to be the love doctor now. I ain't trying to be the
I'm not
love
very.
doctor. Yeah, just drop your
Oh, you broke up. I couldn't hear you. What you
Oh
say?
my bad. I say I ain't trying to be the love doctor. Just drop your Instagram real quick. Let them know how they can get at you.
I don't know. Listen, in order to probably get at me, they need to be a good viewer and subscriber of the show. What do you think?
Oh,
Over,
hey, I
some
appreciate
weeks.
that.
What do you
Yeah, that's
think?
good. I think that's great. I think that's absolutely correct. They need to go ahead and subscribe, view, like, and share. All of the above. When do you come back in town? Or back into
And
to the
they
mainland?
should probably also be a contributor of the.
Oh yeah, please contribute to the show. To
Yeah.
jump
You
on.
heard me. They should probably.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
heard you. Yeah, it's like we
yeah.
got a delay for some reason. I guess because of the waves out there in Puerto Rico. Did you did you run into a did you find
Listen,
you a
I'm still trying to
did you find you a Rico
figure
Suave?
out. I will say this: a lot of Puerto Ricans are very friendly,
Oh
very
yeah,
friendly.
oh yeah. They want you to take them back to the mainland.
Uh,
They want you to
Huh?
take them. They want you to take them back to the mainland.
That's a no for me. Everybody coming home with me.
Ah-da-da-dee-da-da.
Me la casa, la
Rico.
casa. Me la casa. What they say? Mi casa, su casa.
Yeah. Ah-da-da-dee-da-da. Suave.
They fun though. Listen. If you ever want to come to San Juan, they are lit. They are litty lit down there. They are
Oh
fun.
man.
They have it. It's like
I
a little
I
New York.
hear it's pretty dangerous down there. It's pretty rough down
So
there.
listen, this is what everybody was telling me. But let me tell you this: the areas that's very touristy, it's the police stay up out there. It's
Oh,
really
okay.
it's no. In my opinion, from what I saw, it's no different than you walking down Times Square in New York. New
Okay,
York,
okay.
it's
Yeah.
everybody's out there. Everybody's having fun. They enjoying
I
the music. They enjoying the surroundings.
Yeah, I figured as much. I figured they ain't gonna mess up their bag and let tourists
Right,
get hurt. You
right.
know?
I don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah. So it must be like
maybe.
in the neighborhoods, you know, the
Yeah,
off the beaten path. If you from San Juan, if you from Puerto Rico, you might know the areas that are that whether we're having trouble with violence and everything like that. But yeah,
right. From what
yeah,
I see, I mean, I'm in a pretty secure. Both locations I've done been in was pretty secure. Ain't nobody bothered me. People very welcoming, very helpful. You know,
oh,
yeah, I'm
guess what
not.
time it is? I'm gonna excuse myself for a second, and it's time for some girl chat. Y'all go ahead and talk real quick, and I'll be back.
Charmaine, what was that? It was a clapping sound.
Yeah, I think he got like a loud clapping track.
What you want to
Yeah,
talk about, Charmaine? You looking pretty in the pink. Pretty
I am
in pink.
tired.
Girl, you
Tired.
and me both.
Um,
I
you know,
thought
I
I
have.
was gonna go. I thought I was gonna live contribute into the conversation today, but we got home late, and I'm super super tired.
Yes,
Baby, oh.
I am tired. Trying to stay up because I usually go to sleep about this time. So, but
Oh,
I don't know. Do anybody know Young DC Fly? Am I saying it right? His
who? Say that again.
Young DC Fly or something like that. I think his wife passed away. She went down to Miami, and
What?
according to what they saying, she went down to Miami and had surgery done, a mummy makeover, and she didn't
What?
make it. Yeah, so
Oh, what?
one of the comedians, from the
I
advice,
didn't know that. This when did this recent?
advice. Huh?
When
Yeah,
did this recent
I think
happen?
it happened on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Dang, I didn't know. I didn't know. So it was. So what? She was under anesthesia and she never came out of it, or after the
I
surgery?
don't know. As the it's going around on social media that she went down to have a mummy makeover, but she didn't come back out of it. So I don't know if it was the anesthesia or what happened.
No.
So it's sad. It
Man,
really is sad, and these women are spending their hard-earned money to go down and look sexy for these men. That's only gonna
Well, I think it's the
leave them.
package deal, Charmaine. It's the package.
Mm.
the package. What's the package deal when you go down to see Doctor
So,
Miami
Don't
so
put that on Dr. Miami now.
yeah.
who or they
Listen,
went or they go down to Dominican? She
No,
got
she
that.
went to Miami.
She went to Miami, then go to a good doctor,
We
maybe.
don't know.
listen.
That
Miami be running deals.
Well, he's a comedian, so I'm quite sure
Well,
he
here's
got
the thing.
great money for her to get the
Surgery.
body
you going in and out. We lost you. What you say?
But you know what I think? I- Um, you know what I think though? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Let me move. Let me move to another secure area. Hold on. I know where another good area in this house is. Let me move.
Uh, we barely can.
Nope.
Uh,
Hello.
yeah, there you go.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh man, I thought. Listen, I thought I was in a pretty good area that was pretty secure as far as
Oh snap! Oh, we got a
you
bad
guys.
connection. Hey, hey, hey! It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? When you come, you'll be back. You'll be back next Thursday, though, won't you?
Yeah, I'll be back next Thursday.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'll be back
go ahead and finish your final thought real quick. You know,
on the topics.
yeah, on that topic about the Dr. Miami.
Oh, I was saying that we always looking at the exterior of these people and thinking like, okay, they about to go get snatched, but we don't know their internal health.
Right. Yeah.
that is a contributing factor of maybe why somebody will survive surgery and why somebody will not. And then just the obsessiveness of wanting everything perfect on somebody. And sometimes it might work and sometimes it might not. But I would say before anybody go get that much of a drastic surgery makeover, you really need to consider everything before you actually go that route. Because as we know, a lot of celebrities are passing away. People who got money
Yeah,
are passing away left and right.
that's
So
correct. It's like you said, it might be other complications that they had before they went under the anesthesiologist um whatever they do, they either it's the drip or the gas, right? When you go
yeah,
into a surgery, yeah.
Really not sure which one she was. We don't really know. So obviously, it might be gas. You know what I'm saying? Putting
Yeah,
a mask on her,
put the mask
but
on.
here nor there. We don't really know what happened to her.
yeah,
Something
they just
happened
gotta be
during the
careful.
surgery, and that was that. But she did have 3 children.
Oh yeah, you
Oh
said
man,
DC Young Flower. That what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I didn't know he was married. He was married. Oh okay, damn, that's sad, man.
that's
Well,
sad.
shout out.
And they
Well,
just had a little baby, a little boy. So
well,
Mm,
shout out to them, man. Hope they be all right
right,
and everything.
it's always sad when the children loses a mother.
Well. Hey, we appreciate y'all checking in tonight on the No Name Night Show. Yeah, we gonna get up out of here. We gonna
I
get up
love it.
out of. We about to get up out of here, and we gonna see y'all next. We gonna see y'all next Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Go ahead and
Uh,
laugh, Charmaine. You know you want to laugh.
He is really
oh, she
silly.
was.
I like those sound effects.
Oh,
I learn how to do that. That's fun.
Oh, we gotta get up out of here. We gotta get up
yeah.
out of here. But all right, then. We appreciate y'all. We see y'all next Thursday. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for everybody's in the chat box. We had a good time tonight. It was fun. We're gonna do it again next week. Hey, wait. What we gonna talk about next week, Christina? Since you kind of like a de facto third member of the show, damn near. What's up? What's the next topic?
She gone.
Oh,
She
she
gone.
gone already. She might jump back in. All right. Well, all right. Then we'll see y'all next week. Have a good night.
Bye.
And that's it.